by the hot young sire and unfortunately a faded sire, Northern Meteor. This fellow's come back into work after being gelded. He's a lovely looking individual, very strong. You just see the thickness of his neck there and the power through his barrel and hindquarter. Unfortunately, as a colt, he was just too heavy and not athletic enough. He looked more like a bodybuilder than he did a sprinter. Now he's being gelded, the weight's coming off, he's starting to shape up nicely. He hasn't been in work for long, so we're going to see a lot of improvement physically in this fellow. And like anything, like any athlete, whether it be human or horse, you know, you need to be looking like a sprinter, not a bodybuilder. So he'll come on nice through his preparation, hopefully. He's certainly got the tools physically, and hopefully we see him at the races this time in. Okay, this is Mr. Hustler. He's just come back into the stable after a 6-month spell. He had a few knee problems, so we gave him the time. He's got a lot of ability, this fellow. He on debut ran behind a stakes filly called Golden Sunshine, finished 3rd, and since then he's shown all the ability in the world, but he's just needed time to get those knees right. So he's now back in work, and so far so good. There's no issue thus far. The spellers did an excellent job in keeping the weight off him. Naturally, with all those knee issues, you don't want them to get too heavy. So we're hoping that we see the best of him this time in. He's another Northern Meteor 3-year-old, Miss Meteor. She's a lovely filly. You can see there she's got a lot of length. She's a beautiful looking animal. She might get a bit of a trip, this girl. You know, she's got that stoutness on her dam line. Horses that are placed in or over an Oaks trip. Her last preparation culminated in a nice trial when finishing 2nd, and she's just doing everything right so far. So hopefully she continues to keep improving and stepping up as she has. Rule, 2-year-old by High Chaparral. Very, very classy filly. She goes about her work effortlessly, very professional, strong, good type, and we're very excited about this girl. She just gives every indication that she's going to be a very nice later 2-year-old, 3-year-old horse. And as I said, she's just got that class that you look for in these nice horses. So she's back in work now, and hopefully she'll get to trialling this time in. Certainly not a horse you want to rush. She'll tell us when she's ready, but doing everything right so far. On-row gelding, on the way coming. Needed a bit of time, this fellow, but he's shown how brilliant he is on the track with a very nice Warwick Farm trial win, effortless. The horse he beat there went on to place in Saturday grade, Saturday company at its first start, ran 2nd, and they put 3 lengths on the field, or the rest of the field rather. And last preparation he finished off with a 7-length jump out win. But unfortunately we had to do, we had to do the right thing by this horse. Not unfortunate, rather. Some just call for a little patience, and he's one of them. We tipped him out. He was just training off, but now he's back in, and you know, the little niggling issues he's had getting sorted, and you know, he's a real talent, this fellow. We're hoping to see him take his place rather. In the carnival. He's that type of horse, a lot of talent, and he's going to win races, this fellow. He's a city grade animal, and we're very excited about his prospects. This here is one of my favourites. For those that know me, you know what I'm like with my Stratums. We've had so much luck with them, and they're just a trainer's horse in all class, and she's no different. This is a Stratum Jestershine filly. She's just come back into the stable and looks absolutely enormous. Muskoka Farm will tell you how much she's developed over her spell. She's such a strong, compact type of horse. Looks very precocious. We're hoping to see her get to the racetrack through this time through, and it wouldn't surprise, given what we saw last time in, if she stood up to, racing through to the autumn. She's just a lovely filly, beautiful head. She's a horse that made it all look so easy last time in, and so much so that we've taken quite an interest ourselves in this filly. She's just a lovely individual. Very excited about what she can do, and being out of a Roy's Jester mare and related to a full brother who ran 4th in the listed Vane Stakes, she's got it all ahead of her. There's also more information about this girl on our website. Photos, videos, and you look at those and you'll just see how much she's really changed. Really can't wait to see what this girl does. Hopefully she continues our luck with the breed. Horses like All the Talk, Straturbo, Misspoken, all Stratums over the past couple of years we've had luck with, and this girl looks like the goods. He's a 2-year-old by Not a Single Doubt, called Undoubtable. This is one of the best moving horses you'll see. He just covers ground effortlessly. The riders have got a wrap on this fellow. He's just a lovely individual. No doubt he'll continue to improve as he matures, but he just makes it all look so easy that if he was to progress to racing, or the races this time in, it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do, because there's a buzz about this fellow around here, and everyone's just very, very excited and anxious to see what this fellow can do. But no doubt he'll tell us when he's ready, and when he is, I'm sure he's going to do those Elite Silks justice. This is the Sebring Whitehaven girl filly. Only a few shares left in this girl. She's a all class. Beautiful head on her, lovely big hind quarter, and she's out of a very nice mare that won 230,000 on the racetrack. She's just a classy individual. She's been in the stable previously for a few weeks, and just made 3/4 pace look so easy, which is what you want to see at that point. She's back in the stable now, and really looking forward to seeing what she can show us this time in. But again, you can't help but to get excited by these nice horses, the babies, and she's certainly one we're looking forward to seeing. It's Fastnitz, trialled the other day at Rose Hill, very nicely I might add. Her particular trial was the fastest, clearly the fastest, she's agreeing with me here, of any of the 2-year-old trials on the day. They ran 54.9 in her trial, and the others were around the 56.5, 57 mark, so it was clearly the fastest. She finished equal third. There were a few of them across the line. She went out there for a bit of education, sat back in the field just to get a bit of sand and dust kicked in her face, more so education, and she finished off the trial very, very nicely. Wasn't scared to take the rails, and really started to motor 100 out and hit the line beautifully. Probably indicates that she'll get over 11-1200 early on, and even further maybe as time goes, but so far hasn't done anything wrong. Really, really nice, neat horse. I mean, look, she hasn't got the most prettiest of heads, but as you'll see, she's very muscular, beautiful type, well developed, and you know, if she can race as good as she looks, well, we're in for a lot of fun.